Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So if you are new on the channel, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get the notification of newly uploaded videos. Share these videos with your friends if you like the videos. So today we are starting the chapter 2nd, matrices of class 12th. Some part of the matrices already you have studied in class 11th. Without knowing the syllabus of class 11th of matrices, we are not able to understand the syllabus of class 12 properly. So first we are revising the important definition and algebra of matrices from class 11th, and then we will start the syllabus of class 12. So try to understand what is the definition of matrix. Matrices means what? If more than one matrix are given to us, at that time we will say that it is matrices. So matrix is nothing but what? Arrangement of number, and these numbers are arranged in rows and columns and are enclosed in a square bracket. Just try to understand here one example. Even the matrices are denoted by what? Capital letter. Let us denote the matrix by A. So we are arranging the number. Let the number be 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7. If you'll observe here, these numbers are arranged in what? Rows and columns, and this arrangement, if it is enclosed in a square bracket, then such type of representation is called as what? Matrix. So very simple definition is there. If we are arranging the numbers in what? Rows and in columns and are enclosed in what? Square bracket, such type of representation is called as matrix, and matrix are denoted by capital letters. Let us consider another example. Let B is one matrix. Here also let some elements are there, say 2, 6, 8, 9, 1, 5, -2, -7, 8. In this case we are arranging the numbers in rows and in column, and this arrangement is enclosed in what? Square bracket. So this such arrangement is called as what? Matrix. So hope the idea about definition of matrix is very clear to you. Now we will discuss about order of a matrix. Now let us consider here one matrix is there. Let A is one matrix, and let the element of this matrix are say 2, 6, 3, 8, 9, 5. In this case also these numbers are arranged in rows and in columns and enclosed in what? Square bracket. We are discussing about order of a matrix. Now in this matrix, how many rows are there? This is first row. Generally first row we are denoting by R1, second row by R2, third row by R3. Means in this case how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. So first write down how many rows are there. So 3 rows are there. Now count how many columns. This is first column. First column we are denoting by C1, and second column we are denoting by C2. Adjust, and in this matrix 2 columns are there. So write down here 2. So we can say that order of this matrix is 3 by 2. This notation can be read as what? 3 by 2. Means in a matrix, if m rows are there and n columns are there, then we can say that its order is what? M by n. Means to find out order of a matrix, we have to count how many rows are there and how many columns are there. Isn't it? This horizontal is called as what? Rows, and this vertical is called as what? Columns. So in this matrix 3 rows are there. So then write down number of rows and then write down what? Number of columns. So first number represents what? Number of rows, and second number represents what? Number of columns. And if we have to check how many numbers are there in this matrix, then simply take the multiplication of these 3 into 2 will be equal to 6. Means in this matrix 6 numbers are there. So hope the idea about order of a matrix is clear to you. Let us consider another example. Let B is one matrix. Let the element of this matrix are 8, -1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. If you'll observe here, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. Then write down number of columns. How many columns are there? Columns are also 3. So we can say that order of this matrix is 3 by 3. And here we can say that number of elements in this matrix are 3 into 3 means 9. 9 element means what? Number in the matrix are called as element of the matrix. So I hope the idea about order of a matrix is clear to you. First number represent what? Number of rows. First count the number of rows, then count the number of columns. If m rows are there and n columns are there, then we can say that its order is what? M by n. So first number represent number of rows and second number represent number of columns. Now we will discuss how to represent the element of the matrix. Element means what? The number in the matrix are called as element of the matrix, or it is also called as object of the matrix, or it is also called as member of the matrix. As is stand in this matrix, how many numbers are there? 6 numbers are there. So we can say that number of elements in this matrix are 6. Means number in the matrix are called as elements, and these numbers in the matrix or elements are denoted by small letter, by any small letter, by Aij or Bij. Means we are denoting the elements by small letter A, B, C, D. You are able to denote the element by any small letter, but in suffix we are writing what? Ij. So I means what? I shows the row and J shows what? The second number shows the column in which that element appears, means in which Aij appears. So try to understand it very carefully by considering one simple example. So I am considering one matrix A. I am denoting its element by Aij, and I am saying that the element of this matrix are 2, 6, 5, 1, 8, 9. Let these are the element of this matrix. Total how many elements are there? 6 elements are there, and every element we are denoting by which small letter? A here. So you are able to denote it by B, C, D also. As it stand here, we have denoted the element by which small letter? A. Means all the element we are denoting by A. So first value of A is 2, second value of A is 6, third value of A is what here? 5. A is equals to 5. Then next value of A is equals to 1. Next value of A is equals to 8. And lastly, A is equals to what? 9. So total 6 elements are there in this matrix, and all the element we have denoted by what? Small letter A. Now in suffix what we have to write? We have to write I and J. I shows what? Row. Means first number in the suffix shows the row, and second number means J shows the column in which that element appears. So now let us discuss about this first element 2. Now if you will observe here, this first element lies in which row? This is first row R1. This is which row? Second row R2. This is first column C1. This is second column C2, and this is third column C3. Now this element appears in first row. So in suffix write down 1. Now observe that this element lies in first column. So here we will get 1. A11 means this element 2 appears in first row and first column. So we are able to find out position of that element in that matrix. Now here we can say that this element appears in the first row and first column. Now observe the 6. 6 appears in which row? First row. And it appears in which column? Second column. So here A is 1 and I is 1 and J is equals to what? 2. So this element appears in first row and second column. So in the same way 5 appears in first row and third column. So in suffix write down what? 1, 3. Means 1 means it lies in first row, and it appears in which column? Third column. In the same way we are able to find out position of remaining element also. This 1 appears in second row. Second row means 2, and in first column means 1. Means this element 1 appears in second row and first column. In the same way 8 appears in what? Second row, second column. Means 2, 2. In the same way 9 appears in second row and third column. So A, second row and third column, 8, 2, 3. So in this way we are representing the element of the matrix. So elements are represented by what? Any small letter A, B, C, D. But in suffix what we are writing? Ij. Means this I means first number in the suffix represents what? Row, and second number in the suffix represents what? Column in which that element appears. So hope the idea about representation of the element is very clear to you. Now we will discuss about next important result, that is equality of two matrices. So two matrices A and B are said to be equal if it satisfies certain condition. So here we are trying to understand this definition by considering some example. Let A is one matrix. Let the element of this matrix are say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let B is one matrix whose elements are say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let C is one matrix whose elements are say 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to check whether these matrices are equal or not. So first let us compare the matrix A and B. So here we can observe that order of both the matrices are what? Same. Here also 2 rows and 2 columns. 2 rows and 2 columns are there. Means our first condition is satisfying. That order of A should be equals to what? Order of B. Means there are certain conditions. If these conditions are satisfying, at that time only we can say that 2 matrices are equal. So here if you will observe the orders are equal. If orders are equal, then check whether corresponding elements are exactly same or not. Corresponding element means what? This element lies in first row and first column. Here which is the element in first row and first column? 1. Check that. Here also 1 is there. Yes. So second element means first row second column is 2. Here also 2. Here second row first column, which is the element in second row first column? 3. But here the element of second row and first column is 4. Means here corresponding elements are not equal. So we can say that matrix A and B are not equal. If not equal, then simply we are denoting by this notation. Now compare the element of matrix A and C and let us check whether they are equal or not. Here also we can easily observe that order of both the matrices are what? Same. Now check that corresponding elements are exactly same or not. Just by observation here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and this element lies in what? Second row second column, which is that element 4. Here also the element of second row and second column is 4. Means corresponding elements are also exactly same. And if these two conditions are satisfying, that order are equal and corresponding elements are exactly same, at that time we can say that 2 matrices are equal. And if 2 matrices are equal, it will be denoted by this notation. Just consider one example, simple example. So let one matrix is there whose elements are x, y, z, and here let the element of another matrix are 2, 3, 4. And if I am saying that these 2 matrices are equal, means definitely it satisfies this condition. What is the order of first matrix? 3 rows are there and 1 column, 3 by 1. And here also order is what? 3 rows and 1 column, means 3 by 1. Orders are equal, and this notation says that these 2 matrices are also equal. Equal means it satisfies both the condition. According to the definition of equality, if matrices are equal means corresponding elements are also equal, means it implies that x is equals to 2, y is equal to 3 and z is equal to 4. Means while solving the example, sometimes to find out the unknown value we have to apply the definition of equality of 2 matrices. Here since these 2 matrices are equal, so we can say that corresponding elements are also equal. So means we can say that x is equals to 2, y is equal to 3 and z is equals to 4. And this result we are getting applying the definition of what? Equality of 2 matrices. So in this way we have to use this definition of equality of 2 matrices while solving the example also. Now let us discuss about types of matrices. Let us begin with the first type, row matrix. Row matrix, the name self indicate that row means if a matrix has only one row, at that time matrix is called as what? Row matrix. There is no condition on column. What is the condition? Condition is only on row. A matrix having only one row is called as what? Row matrix. Just take an example. Let A is one matrix whose elements are say 1, 3. If you'll observe here, how many rows are there? 1 row. How many columns are there? 2 columns. But there is no condition on column. Condition is only on what? Row. A matrix having only 1 row, then it is called as what? Row matrix. Just take another example. Let B is one matrix and let the element of this matrix are 5, minus 7, 6. In this case, if you'll observe here, only 1 row is there. Whatever may be the number of columns, there is no condition on the columns, only 1 row is there, so we can say that this is what? Row matrix. Let C is one matrix. I am denoting the element of this matrix by A, I, J, and if I am saying that its order is 1 by n, so 1 means first number shows that what? Number of rows. How many rows are there? 1 rows are there. Now value of n means number of columns is not given, so because there is no condition on number of column, whatever may be the value of n, but here from this we will come to know that in this matrix 1 row is there, so we can say that it is what? Row matrix, whatever may be the number of columns are there. Same definition is there of column matrix. Again here the name self indicate that column matrix means what? It has only 1 column. Just take an example. A is one matrix whose element is say 5. In this case, how many columns are there? 1 column. So we can say that it is what? column matrix. Here rows are also 1, so we can say that it is row matrix also and column matrix also. Let us consider another example. B is a matrix whose elements are say 5, 8. So here we can observe that one column is there. Don't count the number of rows, just observe how many columns are there. One column is there, so we can say that it is example of what? Column matrix. Let C is one matrix whose elements are say 7, 8, 6. In this case, how many columns are there? One column is there. So if number of columns in a matrix is 1, at that time it is called as what? Column matrix. Let us consider here D is one matrix. I am denoting the element of this matrix by Dij, and if I am saying that its order is m by 1, so here whatever may be the number of rows, but number of columns are what? 1. And in a matrix, if one column is there, at that time we can say that matrix is what? Column matrix, and its order can be written as what? M by 1. Second number represents what? Number of columns, and in this matrix one column is there, so we can say that it is what? Column matrix. Now next definition is rectangular matrix. So very simple definition. Rectangular matrix, if number of rows and number of columns are unequal, at that time matrix is called as what? Rectangular matrix. Take an example. A is a matrix, let its elements are say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you'll observe here, how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. How many columns are there? 3 columns are there. So we can say that order of this matrix is what? 2 by 3. And just by observation we will come to know that this number of rows are 2 and number of columns are 3. Means number of rows and number of columns are unequal. And since number of rows and number of columns are unequal, so we can say that this matrix is what? Rectangular matrix. Take another example. Let B is one matrix whose elements are say 2, 5, 8. In this case we can observe that how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. And how many columns are there? 1. So number of rows and number of columns are unequal, so we can say that this is also an example of what? Rectangular matrix. Now if we are writing the definition in terms of notation, so this definition can be written as, let C is one matrix, I am denoting its element by Cij, and if I am saying that its order is what? M by n, and m is not equals to n. What is m? M means number of rows. What is n? N means number of columns. And here I am saying that m and n are unequal, means number of rows and number of columns are unequal. So if these conditions are satisfying, at that time we can say that C is what? Rectangular matrix. Means the definition in terms of notation can be written in this form. C is one matrix, denote its element by any small letter. If I am saying that its order is m by n, means this matrix has m rows and n columns, and this notation says that rows and columns are unequal, means our condition in the definition is satisfying, and in such cases we can say that matrix is what? Rectangular matrix. So these conditions are very important because objective type questions can be constructed using this condition, isn't it? So now observe the next definition. Next definition is square matrix. In this case number of rows and number of columns are unequal, but if number of rows and number of columns are equal, at that time we can say that matrix is what? Square matrix. Take an example. Let A is one matrix whose elements are say 1, 2, 3, 4. If you'll observe here, 2 rows and 2 columns, means its order is 2 by 2. Rows and columns are equal, so we can say that it is example of column matrix. Let B is one matrix whose elements are say 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 1, 1, 2. Here also we can observe that 3 rows are there and 3 columns are there, means order is 3 by 3, means number of rows and number of columns are equal, so we can say that it is square matrix. Now we are discussing the definition, same definition but in terms of what? Notation. So if I am saying that C is one matrix whose elements can be denoted by any small letter, let us denote the element by Cij, and if I am saying that its order is m by n, and m and n are what? Equal. M and n are equal means number of rows and number of columns are equal. If number of rows and number of columns are equal, so we can say that C is also what? Square matrix. So this definition is written in verbal form, and this definition here we have written in what? In notation form, isn't it? Or it can also be written as, let us suppose that D is one matrix, I am denoting its elements say by small d. In suffix I am writing Ij, and here I am saying that its order is m by m. M by m means what? Number of rows are also m and number of columns are also m. Means number of rows and number of columns are what? Equal. So we can say that D is which matrix? Square matrix. Means these are the definitions, same definition, but in terms of what? Notation. Now zero matrix, or it is also called as null matrix. The name self indicate that zero matrix means if all the element of the matrix is what? Zero, whatever may be the order, there is no condition on the order. If all the elements are zero, at that time matrix is called as what? Zero matrix. So here we can observe that all the elements are zero, so we can say that it is zero matrix. Let B is one matrix whose all the elements are zero. If all the elements of a matrix are zero, then matrix is called as zero matrix, and zero matrix is generally denoted by what? Capital O. Now see the very important definition. Why we are saying very important definition? Because this diagonal element, non-diagonal element, such type of words appears in many definitions. So means we have to use this word in many definitions. So try to understand when we can say that the elements are diagonal and when we can say that the elements are what? Non-diagonal. Diagonal element or non-diagonal element can be find out only if the matrix is what? Square matrix. So that's why here we have written that A is one matrix whose elements are, we have denoted by Aij, is a square matrix. So first important condition is what? Square matrix. If the element, this element Aij satisfies this condition that I is equal to j, then element is called as diagonal, and if I is not equal to j, at that time element is called as what? Non-diagonal. Just try to understand this definition by considering one simple example. Let A is one matrix whose elements are, let its elements are say here 5, 6, 8, 9, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Let these are the element. As is stand 3 rows and 3 columns are there, means we can say that matrix is what? Square matrix. First we are finding diagonal element. When we can say that this element Aij is called as diagonal if I is equals to j. Wherever this condition is satisfying that I and j are equal, at that time only the element is called as what? Diagonal. Otherwise it is called as what? Non-diagonal element. So now in this matrix total 9 elements are there. Some are diagonal and some are what? Non-diagonal. If you will observe this 5 appears in first row. First row means I is equals to 1 and it appears in first column, means j is also 1. I is 1, j is 1, means I and j are what? Equal. So I and j are equal, that's why we can say that this is what? Diagonal element. Now if you are considering 6 appears in first row and second column. If it appears in first row means I is equals to 1 and it appears in second column means j is equals to 2, means I is equal to 1 and j is equals to 2, means I and j are unequal. So we can say that it is non-diagonal matrix. Now if you will observe this element 1 appears in second row and second column. 1 appears in second row and second column means I is also 2 and j is also 2, means I and j are equal. So we can say that this is also what? Element. This element is also what? Diagonal element. If you will observe this 4 appears in what? Third row and third column, means I is also 3 and j is also 3, means here I and j are equal, means we can say that this is also what? Diagonal element. So here we can observe that these 3 elements are called as diagonal element. तो आपने जो स्क्वायर पढ़ा था 9-10 स्टैंडर्ड में, इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ व्हाट? वन क्वाड्रिलैटरल. एक डायगोनल ऐसा होता है, दूसरा डायगोनल ऐसा होता है. इसमें ये ऐसा डायगोनल एग्जिस्ट नहीं होता है. इफ यू आर कंसीडरिंग दिस एलिमेंट 8 appears in which row? First row, and it appears in third column, means first row means I is 1 and third column means j is 3, means I and j are unequal. I is 1, j is 3, means I and j are unequal, means this element is not diagonal, means it is what? Non-diagonal element. So these elements are called as what? Diagonal, because for this element I and j are equal, means these elements are diagonal, means remaining elements are non-diagonal. Diagonal elements. Okay, now consider one another matrix. Let its elements are 0, 1, 2, 4. In this case also easily we can observe that these 2 elements are what? Diagonal element, because for these 2 element I and j are equal, and for remaining 2 element I and j are what? Unequal. So hope the idea about when the element is called as diagonal and when the element is called as non-diagonal is very clear to you. All these elements we have denoted by which small letter? A. In suffix we are writing ij. I shows the row and j shows the column in which that element appears. When that element is called as diagonal if I is equal to j, and are called as non-diagonal if I is not equals to j. Now see the diagonal matrix. When a matrix is called as diagonal, here also the important condition is that the matrix should be square matrix. When we can say that matrix is square, if number of rows and number of columns are equal. If in a square matrix, all the non-diagonal element, condition is only on what? Non-diagonal element. If non-diagonal elements are 0, there is no condition on diagonal element. Whatever may be the value of diagonal element, but if the non-diagonal elements are 0, at that time matrix is called as what? Diagonal matrix. First try to understand its definition. We will try to understand this definition by considering one example, and later on we will write down the same definition in terms of notation. Here this definition is written in verbal form, and later on we will write down another definition in terms of notation also, because just already I have told that maximum multiple choice question can be constructed using notation. Okay, so here let A is one matrix. Let element of this matrix are say 2 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 4 0 0 4. Okay, let these are the elements. So here easily we can observe that these elements are what? Diagonal, and remaining elements are what? Non-diagonal. Check that non-diagonal elements are what? Non-diagonal elements are 0, and our condition is also on what? Non-diagonal element, isn't it? So it is a square matrix whose non-diagonal elements are 0. That's why we can say that this is example of what? Diagonal matrix. There is no condition on diagonal element. Diagonal element 0 भी हो सकते हैं, सब के सब 0 हो सकते हैं, या नॉन 0 भी हो सकते हैं. There is no condition on diagonal element. Condition is only on what? Non-diagonal element. If the non-diagonal element of a square matrix are 0, then that square matrix is called as what? It's called as diagonal matrix. Let us consider another example. B is one matrix whose elements are say 1 0 0 4. In this case also we can observe that these are diagonal, but if you observe non-diagonal elements are 0, so we can say that this is also what? Example of diagonal matrix. Now try to understand the same definition in terms of notation. So A is a matrix whose elements we have denoted by Aij, whose order is m by n, and if I am saying that m is equals to n, means number of rows and number of columns are equal. If number of rows and number of columns are equal, means matrix becomes what? Square matrix. And in this square matrix now we have to put a condition on what? Non-diagonal element. So this every element we are denoting by Aij. So we are saying that, and Aij is equal to 0 when I is not equals to j. I is not equals to j means we are discussing about what? Non-diagonal element. Wherever I and j are unequal, at that time value of element is what? 0. Means element is 0 when I is not equals to j, means which elements are 0? Non-diagonal elements are 0. We are not given a condition on what? Diagonal element. If this condition is satisfying, then the square matrix A is called as diagonal matrix. Then A is diagonal matrix. So hope the definition in terms of notation is also very clear to you. Now let us discuss about scalar matrix. Scalar matrix in a square matrix, here also matrix is what? Square, but here condition is on both diagonal element also and non-diagonal element. In this definition what we have seen, condition is only on non-diagonal element. Here also condition is on non-diagonal also, but also on what? Diagonal element. So let A is one matrix whose diagonal elements are constant and non-diagonal elements are 0. So diagonal element, it is a square matrix, means rows and columns are equal. So first we are giving condition on what? Diagonal element, and then what? Non-diagonal. What is condition on diagonal element? Diagonal elements are constant. So 5 0 0 0 5 0 0 0 5. If you observe here, check that diagonal elements are constant, and what is the value of that constant here? 5. Diagonal element constant बोले तो एक diagonal element 5 है तो सबके सब 5 ही होने चाहिए. एक अगर -2 है तो सबके सब -2 होने चाहिए. डायगोनल एलिमेंट अगर कांस्टेंट है, सेम है, और नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट अगर 0 है, इफ दिस कंडीशंस आर सैटिस्फाइंग, दिस टू कंडीशंस आर सैटिस्फाइंग, एट दैट टाइम दिस स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? स्केलर मैट्रिक्स. लेट अस कंसीडर अनदर एग्जांपल. B is one matrix whose elements are say -3 0 0 -3. So here also if you observe, diagonal element are constant and non-diagonal elements are 0. So that's why we can say that B is also also a scalar matrix. Now here definition is written in verbal form. Now we are writing the same definition in what? A symbolic form. A is a matrix whose elements let us denote it by Aij. If I am saying that its order is m by m means rows are also m and columns are also m, means rows and columns are equal, means matrix becomes what? Square matrix. In this square matrix, Aij is equal to K. K means what? Constant. Here value of constant is 5. Here value of constant is what? -3. Aij is constant when which elements are constant? Diagonal. And diagonal, in case of diagonal element, I and j are what? Equal. Means elements are constant when I is equals to j and Aij is equals to 0 when I is not equals to j. If I am saying that I is not equals to j, means we are discussing about non-diagonal element. Non-diagonal elements are 0, I is equal to j means diagonal elements are constant. If these conditions are satisfying, then this matrix A is called as what? Scalar matrix. So we have written the same definition here in verbal form and here in symbolic form. Now next definition is identity matrix. Identity matrix is also called as unit matrix and it is denoted by I. So here the matrix is square matrix such that its diagonal elements are 1. Diagonal element 1 ही होने चाहिए and non-diagonal elements are 0 और ये बाकी के non-diagonal 0 होने चाहिए. If these two conditions are satisfying, at that time matrix is called as what? Identity matrix, or it is called as unit matrix. Just take an example. A is one say matrix. A is one matrix whose elements are say 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Here we can easily observe that the diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. So we can say that this is what? Identity matrix. So let B is one matrix whose elements are 1 0 0 1. Here also we can observe that diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. So this is also an example of what? Identity matrix. It is also called as unit matrix. And just now I have told that identity matrix is denoted by what? I. So here this matrix is denoted also by I, and if I am in suffix I am writing 2, I2 means it is identity matrix of order 2. Order 2 means it has 2 rows and 2 columns. In this matrix 3 rows and 3 columns are there. So this matrix can also be denoted by what? I3. Identity matrix are denoted by I, but in suffix I am writing 3 means it has 3 rows and 3 columns. If in suffix I am writing 2 means in this identity matrix 2 rows and 2 columns are there. What is the condition? Condition is on diagonal element and non-diagonal element. What is the condition on diagonal element? Diagonal element should be 1 and non-diagonal element should be 0. If these two conditions are satisfying, at that time we can say that matrix is what? Identity matrix. Now let us discuss the definition in terms of what? Notation. Aij is a medium means it becomes square matrix. Aij is equals to 1 when I is equals to j. I is equals to j means diagonal elements are 1 and Aij means the value of element. These are what? Elements. Element is 0 when I is not equals to j. I is not equals to j means non-diagonal element. Non-diagonal elements are 0, diagonal elements are 1. If these conditions are satisfying, then this matrix is called as what? Identity matrix. In this way we have discussed the definition of identity matrix in verbal form also and in symbolic form also. Again, few more definitions are there in this chapter. And algebra. Algebra means what? Addition, subtraction and multiplication of two matrices. This part we will discuss in the next video. If you like the video, share the videos with your friends also. Thank you.